Oh my goodness, I hate this. I hate this so much. I hate this so much. All right, guys. We finally got it working. Sorry for the delay. NASCAR used a different feed for this race. So our leaderboard didn't work. It was still showing the truck statistics, the truck page. So Corey Heim, all that stuff. The sober or slammer 200. So here we are, finally live again. I'm not going to be in here much. I'm going to be in the next room watching the LSU game, and during commercials, I'll pop in here and say hello. And then during halftime, I'll come in here. We'll, talk about the race, what's going on. But I'm going to head in there. We'll just have the leaderboard up, and if anything, goes down, we'll go back over the highlights. And tomorrow, we're going to be live for the whole Cup race. I thought I was live earlier. Something's changed with my OBS, so it doesn't auto-start when I hit start streaming. I have to hit go live. So I was talking for like 10 minutes, and it wasn't even streaming. So quite a shame. Quite a shame. But there we go. We got the leaderboard up and running. Thank you to the two new members. I saw Gene Enos and Tim Dean, I think were the two. Yeah, yep. Two new members. So I really appreciate that. Thank you guys. Probably not here anymore, but if you guys ever see this, thank you. And I'm not sure how much I'll be in here, but look for us tomorrow. We'll be back to our normal streaming tomorrow. Here's the future of NASCAR. Right now, it looks like Connor Zilic, Carson Hocevar, and Christopher Bell will be around for a while too. All right, guys. Right now, the LSU game's under commercial, so come in here for a second. Hang out. Connor Zilic out there just striping him right now. Look at the gap. Austin Hill's ride on Justin Allgaier's tail. They were just showing that on the broadcast. Crazy close race. Behind Connor Zilic. I mean, they are right on each other. But Connor just driving off, you know. Sat out last week. Still got the win. And, you know, here he is. Broken collarbone and all. Leading the race. Insanity. Insanity. What a guy. What a guy. Connor Zilic. What a guy. No one's winning the game yet since it just started. But LSU got the ball to start the game. Made it about halfway down the field. Had to punt. Clemson pretty much did the same. I mean, they didn't make it too far, but horrible punt. But then there was holding on the punt, so that's backing the ball up like 10 more yards. So LSU has the ball back, and they'll be starting first down. So should be good. This is crazy. Let me pull this up for you guys real quick. Look at this shot right here. Just amazing. Great job to the CW with their camera angle. That's super cool. Oh, am I not following the CW Sports? There we go. Look at that, 14 off track. Crazy stuff already. Now, for those of you that just got here, I'm not going to be in here doing commentary the whole race. I'm watching the LSU game, but I'll be in here during the commercial breaks and during halftime. Tomorrow, we're going back to regularly scheduled programming. We'll be doing the full cup race, full commentary, looking at highlights the whole time. And then after the race, we're going to do our post-race show. So during our post-race show, if you guys haven't been here for that, we do a call-in segment. So if you guys are interested in calling in and talking about the race tomorrow, you'll be able to do that. We'll provide that link for you guys to join the phone call tomorrow during the cup race. Yeah, not much going on yet. Really, I'm just irritated that they're going head-to-head with college football. It's making me split my priorities. But I'll be back in here when the next commercial break hits. But until then, I'll leave you guys with the leaderboard. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Connor Zilisch out to a 14.5-second lead. That is just nutty. So, a little update on the LSU game. It was like second play of the drive, and they fumbled it. And it was bad. But LSU made him go 4 and out, and or 3 and out. And then Clemson kicked the field goal. So 3-0, still in it. Good response by the defense. Love to see that. Defense is looking really good. Looking really good. Oh, dear. We have a car in the grass and a guy in the grass. We are under caution with 1 to go in stage 1. Looks like Connor Zilisch is going to come around to take the stage win. What happened here? What happened here? See if we can get a replay. That Matt DiBenedetto? Matt DiBenedetto is sitting in the grass right now. I wish I could show you guys. I guess I could always snipping tool it and show you guys that way. Until we get a highlight posted. Check that out. Little snipping tool right there. Matt DiBenedetto just sitting in the grass. No idea what happened. And they're going to commercial. Maybe the car just died. I don't know. I don't know what's up there. Got back in here and I see Matt DiBenedetto laying in the grass. Really odd. Let's just search DiBenedetto on the Twitters and see if we see anything. Matt DiBenedetto appeared to have a mechanical problem and brought his car to a stop off track to bring out the first caution of the race. Tumbled out of his car and sat down to take his shoes and heat shields off. Seems to have burned his foot or inhaled smoke in the car that caught fire. Very strange. Yeah, weird stuff going on. Weird stuff. Get that pulled back up. Another picture of him in the grass. Super weird. But we're under caution. Stage 2 is about to get underway. I'll leave you guys with the leaderboard. I'm going to go back and continue to watch the LSU game. So I'll be back as soon as we get to commercial break again. All right, welcome back. Welcome back. Oh, a dog likes Kyle Busch. Don't worry. Don't worry. I'm in and out myself. I'm watching the LSU game. But Connor Zilic, out there, not as big of a lead as stage 1. We've just began stage 2. We're a few laps in, but it's a 2-second gap right now. Allgaier's trying to get around Austin Hill, but Austin Hill, a lot of people call him a super speedway merchant, but he's actually running pretty well, and he has a really good average finish on the road courses. So Austin Hill might make a pretty deep run into the playoffs, if not in the championship 4. Look for him. There we go. That's some proper lighting. Let's take a look at our Twitter, see if we see anything. We're under side-by-side commercial right now. The gap is up to 3 seconds over Allgaier, 2.5 on Hill. Yeah, still nothing crazy. We had one car off track, the 14, and then DiBenedetto caught on fire. I don't know if you guys saw the interview, but caught on fire, had a hard time getting out of the car. Hopefully he's not going to have any injuries from that burn. Take a look through the field. DiBenedetto dead last. Harrison Burton 1 lap. No, Harrison Burton 30 seconds back. Garrett Smithley 1 lap down. Look through the rest of our field. JRM car in 2nd. 5th. 12th. We have another one on track. Oh yeah, Allgaier. Yeah. You're a dog that likes Kyle Busch's sister? Nice to meet you. A dog that likes Kyle Busch. Good guy. Good man. One of the OGs. He's been around for a long time. Right now, the first quarter's over. It's 3-0. LSU has the ball back. Thank goodness. So we'll see how this goes. It's been a hard environment to play in so far. A lot of mistakes. 2 times LSU's had to take a timeout. So rough stuff. The 2-car, Jesse Love with some rear end damage. Massive rear end damage. That cannot be good. Might help him on the right-handers. They are beating and banging. Yeah, he just cleared out the 0-0. All right, guys, the LSU game's back on. I will return in the next commercial break, so I see you guys then. All right, LSU. Got 3 right there. You're not much of a talker. Yeah, sometimes I'm not either. Which, I mean, I'm not even in the room right now. I'm watching the LSU game. No, I don't want to save. No. Back under side by side. They're showing Jesse Love's crew chief. You know, he just has a ton of damage to the rear end of that car, the right rear. And these composite bodies, I'm not sure how they're going to be able to reshape that. I mean, maybe just a ton of tape. He's starting to fall back further. He was up around 9th. Now he's back to 12th. Looks like he's falling to 13th, possibly. Nick Sanchez about to get by. We're on lap 14 or 25 in stage 2. Man, Jesse Love just has to hold on. He needs a caution bad. Little off-track excursion there for Jesse Love. And we are under commercial for the NASCAR race. All right. We'll check the Twitter, see if we see anything, if they've updated, posted any highlights. Nope, nothing yet. I mean, it's been a pretty quiet race so far. It takes a lot to bring out a caution at a road course. Oh, he's at the dollar store. Hopefully picking up some good stuff. Maybe some snacks. Now, today I'm in and out, but tomorrow I'll be here for the full stream. So if he's going to watch tomorrow's race, we will be here. I originally wasn't going to go live at all, but I decided I might as well throw up the leaderboard. If someone wants to watch the leaderboard, they can. And I'll be in here whenever I can be. Right now, the game's tied up. LSU 3, Clemson 3. Elite Precision 29 tweeted out, Connor Zillich is definitely going to get run over at the start of stage 3 if Austin Hill remains in the top 3. Dude is going to be desperate to get some playoff points since all of his got wiped away a few weeks ago. It wouldn't shock me at all. And Ashley said, NASCAR 25 gameplay trailer tomorrow. So, a lot of NASCAR related tweets going up right now. What if Connor wins the championship? I mean, that'd be a great way to end his Xfinity career. I'm sure he may do some one-offs here and there, but he's going cup racing next year. So, big changes for him. All right, the game's back on, so I'm going to head back in there. But as soon as we go to commercial break, I'm going to head back in here. And then during halftime, I'll be here just to watch the race, go over any highlights that might happen. But so far, it looks like Connor Zillich has this in hand. We'll see if any cautions late in stage 3 can change this up. But the biggest story right now is Jesse Love with all that rear end damage. So keep an eye on Jesse Love. Let me see. We have a comment. Is Will Brown of Supercars? Let me check. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. We are nearing the completion of stage 2. LSU just gave up a touchdown, so now it's, I believe it's 10-3. I left before the extra point. Coke or Pepsi? I don't really like either. I would rather have a Diet Coke to either of those, but my favorite, by far, is Dr. Pepper. All right, Connor Zillage out to a 9-second lead on the field. Absolutely insane. A dog that likes Kyle Busch likes Coke. Yeah, SVG and now Brown, the Australian supercar drivers, are coming over and invading Anka. No kidding. No kidding. Going back and watching some of those supercar races, it's insane. Some insane racing. All right, coming to the end of stage 2. Connor Zillage will take stage 2. Austin Hill 2nd. Justin Allgaier 3rd. William Sawalich 4th. Sam Mayer 5th. 6th, Carson Quaffle 7th. Jack Perkins 8th. Brandon Jones 9th, Christian Eckes, and 10th, Sammy Smith. Well, I mean, you guys are doing it right. You guys are doing it right. SVG is a whale of a driver. Oh, we're under commercial right now. You're a Coke girl? Yeah, I mean, I just prefer Dr. Pepper. All right, guys, the game is back on. I'll leave you guys with the leaderboard once more, and I'll return as soon as we get to a commercial break or halftime. Don't know how I'm doing. Do you see me in the camera shot? Do you see me in the camera shot? That's my question. I come in here during commercial breaks and I update myself. I have the race on my phone, but I'm not really paying too much attention to it. Oh my god. They're on pit road for non-competitive stops, so technically under red flag right now. Yes, and is the game on TV right now? You're seeing me. Is the game on TV right now? No. That should answer your question. Connor Zilic has led every single lap so far. Red flag is when they stop the race, usually for a big accident. But right now, since all of the full-time pit crew guys are in Darlington, they're doing non-competitive stops this week for the Xfinity race. So they're under red flag conditions right now. They're just able to come down pit road, stop the cars, and make all the changes they want. It's kind of like a mini halftime, kind of what they're doing right now. Like a timeout. They're just able to come down, do whatever. Usually under red flag conditions, though. This isn't a true red flag. Usually under red flag conditions, you're not able to make any adjustments or changes to the car. That's usually after like a huge wreck, or there's just a bunch of oil on the track or something. They have to stop the race because it would, it's 4 cases where it would take like 15 to 20 laps to clean the track up. So like, we'll just stop it here. Yeah, not much really going on with the race. We'll see how the stage 3 goes. Austin Hill might commit an act of terrorism, so watch for that on the restart. But the game's back on, so I will return later. Okay, I'm back. That was very short. So like one play and injury on the field. I was suspicious of it at first. Yeah, I was suspicious of it, of the injury at first. But watching the replay, he immediately goes for that knee. So that's not good. Hopefully it's just a cramp. Because, I mean, first game of the year, you don't want to see people get injured. You don't want to see that people get injured. I am not sure what a Borto is. Boredo. I have no idea. Is that something? Is that some kind of cool kid slang? Yeah, it looks like a perfect timing for an Ole Miss style penalty. Guy going down, holding his leg. But no, I think this one's legit. Unless they're just quick with it. Barretto refers to the Barretto alla Grazina. Oh my, there's a huge fly in here. I think that killed it, but I definitely touched it. A traditional Italian fisherman's stew originating from Grotto, a coastal town. It is made with a fish that couldn't be sold, simply prepared with extra virgin olive oil, garlic, white vinegar, salt, and pepper. Burrito. I figured it was probably Burrito. I wanted to find out what Barretto was. I have figured it out. So I guess we're still under caution / red flag, whatever. We'll see. All right, they're rolling. They're rolling. So we're about to start stage 3. And it's hard for them to bring out a caution. So Connor Zillich may just run away with this. And beans. Burrito and beans. It's a good little meal. Man, LSU had so much momentum. Dominic Barretto. That's good. Yeah, I wasn't going to go live, to be honest. And then I thought, well, I might as well throw up the scoreboard in case anybody needs it or wants to look at it. And I'll just pop in here when I can. And it worked. I got two members before we even went live. All right, guys, game's back on. I will return soon. All right, welcome back, guys. I guess you guys have been here. Yeah, I like milk. Your brother is back? That's good. Hopefully you got something good. We are underway in the final stage. Karno Zilic already back out to a 2-second lead. Austin Hill still in second, just Nagar in third. Oh, yeah, You've had just had a burrito and now Burger King. That's crazy. That's a huge meal. The one over by Publix. Is there one next to McDonald's? 'Cause I don't think I'll care for. Well, they may be about the same. I think I have two very close to me. Every once in a while, I'll go there and get a really good burger. And so I'm like, oh yeah, Burger King is so good. So I go back like the same week. And then I get a really bad burger. And I'm like, oh. And then I don't go to Burger King for months. All right, 17 laps to go. Karno Zilic with 2 stage wins and the fastest lap. That's an extra point. Yeah, next to McDonald's. There's another one that I go to or have been to that's by Publix. Down the road. Just right down the road. Like they're probably 2 miles apart. I mean, they're very close to each other, if that. I don't know, it's probably further, but it seems, very close. Both in the same town, technically. Yeah, that one. The one over by that Subway. Oh, the one over by it's by our doctor. Yeah. You ate a bit too much? Yeah, that happens. That happens. That's one of the worst feelings, is eating too much. All right, the gap's up to 3 seconds. Hill over Zilic. I don't know which one that one. I don't know which one that one is. All right, let's see if there's been anything else from the CW. No, I mean, it's been a pretty uneventful race. Karno Zilic just putting on an absolute clinic right now. Usually we show highlights on here, but there's not really much to show right now. Yeah, I can hear the, I can still hear the TV. I watched College Game Day this morning. I started it like an hour late. That way I could skip through commercials and parts I didn't care for. I gotta see this. Come on, Lee Corso. $14 burritos. If she wasn't large before. That's an impressive feat. That is an impressive feat. Oh my goodness. Must be growing. Must be growing. I remember what that was like. Just eating and eating and not being full. Good times. Good times. Really annoys me. It really annoys me that the Xfinity race went live during college, primetime college football hours. Very frustrating. But we're here. We're here. And, man, it would be a really close race if Connor Zilic just didn't exist. So next year, if Connor and SVG don't, drive the 9 car, we may actually have some competitive road courses. Right now, if Connor Zilic didn't exist, it would be less than a second gap between Austin Hill and Justin Allgaier. Very close. It's your fault you left them out. That's not bad. That's not bad. Gotta eat to grow. Yeah. The gap is now up to 4.5 seconds. Back to second place. We could get a late caution. There's still 13 laps to go. Halftime will probably end before the race does. I don't know. Well, they may not be giant burritos. You gotta think. You gotta think. You've probably seen those burritos that are like that big. If it was like a Chipotle-sized burrito, I would be very worried. Brandon Jones, pretty consistent day. Started 9th, just been 8th since then. Very consistent. Jesse Love running 15th currently. After that pretty heavy damage he suffered on his right rear. You'll be all right. I think you'll be all right. I do not think so. I do not think so. Oh my goodness. Sheldon Creed. Very slow. Coming down pit road now. Something definitely wrong with that car. Anthony Alfredo stopped off track. No, on track. Another car off track. What happened? Caution on the track. Caution on the track. Who's that? Thomas Annunziata? Is that his name? There was someone on Twitter that was encouraging people to gamble and pick him to win the race. Yeah, Sheldon Creed's left rear is down. He's had a rough race, off track several times. I see that Well, it's Allison, number 1. Number 2, yes, I did. Anderson's still a weird middle name. Yeah, Nunziata went for a little ride there. All right, we'll see if we can get a replay. I don't know if we will before halftime comes back. But we're under caution. This could shake things up. This could shake things up. I just don't think anyone has anything for Connor Zilic. No replays yet. Look at Steve Taranto's page. And Annunziata's already been off track once today. Rough race for Annunziata. There have been a lot of cars off track today. Usually not like crazy, but several cars have definitely, you know, taken trips off track. Just what a weird day to have, or a weird time slot to have an Xfinity race. Because even though they're in Pacific time, it still started pretty late. And head-to-head with primetime college football. What are they thinking? I'm going to be very interested to see what the ratings are today. Because they've been getting over 1 million. So I think this one may go down to 800,000, maybe. Hopefully it's more, but we'll see. We'll see if they even release the numbers. All right, 11 laps to go. Looks like we're going to commercial. Connor Zilic in the lead. See if we have any other information yet. No, nothing yet. Yeah, just a very quiet race. Let's go ahead and look over our leaderboard. How long does a dog run into the woods before he is running out of the woods? How long? How I understand. I would say he's got to be over halfway through the woods. Like, you know, you could say just 50%. As soon as he crosses 50%, he's technically running out of the woods. But I think he needs to get a bit further to demonstrate he's actually dedicated to going all the way through the woods. What a hypothetical. Not even hypothetical. I don't know. Whatever that is. What a vignette. Yeah, you thought you threw me off. I was ready for that one. So first we have Connor Zilic. Second, Austin Hill. Third, Justin Allgaier. Fourth, Carson Quaffle. Fifth, William Sawalich. Sixth, Jack Perkins. Seventh, Sam Mayer. Eighth, Brandon Jones. Ninth, Sammy Smith. 10th, Christian Eckes. 11th, Nick Sanchez. 12th, Taylor Gray. 13th, Jeb Burton. 14th, Austin Green. 15th, Jesse Love. 16th, Ryan Sieg. 17th, Daniel Dye. 18th, Blaine Perkins. 19th, Alan Day. 20th, Ryan Ellis. Man, look at that. Sheldon Creed officially down a lap right now. Not great. Not great. Will Brown not finishing the race. Sad for our Australian friends. That's all right. That caution really, you know, put a damper on things. We had a good run to the finish there. I think halftime's going to end way before the race. So once the race ends, if I'm not back in here, during commercial breaks and stuff, we'll just end the stream. I appreciate everyone stopping by. We still have 10 laps to go, but I appreciate it. I almost didn't go live today. I was going to go live right when the race started. I changed my mind. I was like, well, we'll go ahead and go live. And it didn't work because NASCAR was using a different data feed for this race. So I had to go in there and find the data feed, which one they were using, and it took a little bit, but we got it working. So if this ever happens again, we'll probably be good. It was still showing the data from the truck race. Crazy. I've never seen it do that, where it just doesn't automatically switch over. But the NASCAR app was kind of screwed up too. On the Xfinity page, it was showing the truck results. So it was showing Corey Heim had already won the race in overtime. What? Corey Heim's not even in this race. He's on the other side of the country. All right, guys, I'm going to go ahead and prepare for the second half of the football game. So I might be back. We'll see. All right, still waiting for them to go back live with the second half of the LSU game. Conroe Village so far has led 66 laps of 66 laps. We're currently at 9 to go. I also feel better. Really see anyone try to play pit strategy there, but I mean, even with fresh tires, I don't think anyone's gonna run down Conroe Village clean. We'll see. Austin Hill, barring another caution, Austin Hill has this one last shot on the restart to get by Conroe Village. All right, don't have too much caffeine. It's pretty late. Pretty late for caffeine. With that said, I might drink some caffeine soon. All right, looks like we're about to go back to football. So now we're at 8 laps to go. Looks like we might restart with 7 to go. So if Austin Hill's been saving anything, now's the time. Shh. Let's not talk about the caffeine. All right, guys, I'm going to head out. If we go back under commercial break, I'll come back. But if the race ends, whenever the last commercial break is, I'll come in here, sign off. But we'll be back tomorrow for the full cup race. I'll be in here the whole time. We'll actually do a full watch along. All right, crazy stuff. Crazy stuff. Yeah, Austin Hill to the lead. He got a great restart. Connor Zilic ends up missing the entry and has to go through that little obstacle course they have set up. And he has sustained a fair amount of damage on that right rear. There was a lot of tire smoke. I didn't know if he was going to make it back around, but I mean, he's still going. And before the caution came out, he was reeling Austin Hill back in. I know the car is probably driving horrible compared to what it was. We saw what happened to Jesse Love when he had his damage in an identical spot. Different, same exact spot, but different damage. I wish that was true. I wish that was true. We're under a timeout commercial break right now. So, yeah. Clemson got a couple big plays. Yeah, we'll see if Connor Zilic can pull it out. Finish it out, pull it off. Whatever you want to say. Man. Carson Quaffle just had a huge push on Austin Hill in that last start, and Austin Hill timed it perfectly. And Connor Zilic just didn't have a shot there. Joey Hand going to come up and win the race. Where is Joey Hand running? Sad. Jack Perkins was up to third before it. So what brought up the caution is Jack Perkins got stuck in the grass. Couldn't get the car refired. But there were several cars off track right after that restart. Several cars off track. Pull it out, put it out. You know, whatever it is. I know what I was trying to say. I don't know if I even ever completed what I was trying to say. All right, we're at 3 to go, so they're probably gonna either restart with 2 laps to go, or it may technically go into overtime. Not really anyone playing strategy here. Jesse Love back up to 7th after getting all that damage earlier on. Not bad. Not bad. Yeah, I mean, I hope Connor's able to get it, but a dog likes Kyle Busch wants Carson Quaffle to win. Is Joey Hand in last place? Oh, he's in 17th. All right, I'll be right back. I may be back. Anyway, hope you guys enjoy the rest of the race. If not... Touchdown! Dude, I'm so happy for Connor Zillage. I am so happy for Connor Zillage. Connor got back to the lead, and LSU is about to tie it up, hopefully. Got the touchdown. Hard fought. Thank goodness. Thank goodness. That is crazy. So the caution came out. I mean, Connor Zillage was already closing on Austin Hill. But the caution definitely benefited Connor. He may have won either way, but Austin Hill was going to make it tough. Crazy stuff with the damage. That's if his right rear holds on. Can his right rear make it back around? Coming around for the final time. Connor Zillage takes the win at Portland. Good stuff. Good stuff. It was a good day. It was a good day. College football. I woke up, started watching College Game Day immediately. Connor Zillage wins. The truck race happened. We played some flat out. That was fun. Alabama lost. I don't know how the day's going to end. But so far, it's been pretty good. Thank you guys for tuning in. That was a great little race we had there. We're going to be live tomorrow for the Cup race. It starts at 6 p.m. Eastern. So, hope to see you guys there. We'll be back here, same place. And we'll be doing a full watch along. You know, this time I was in there watching the LSU game. But, yeah, we'll be back to normal. And hope to see you guys there. Yeah, that's all I have to say. Thank you, Tim Dean I forget what these people's names were. Yeah, Tim Dean and Gene Enos. Thank you guys for joining our membership. They're both now A-tier members, so they get access to the emojis. I believe member-only videos, member-only streams. There's a few other benefits on there, but if you guys are interested, check that out. What a drive by Connor Zillage. Like, the good guy won the race. The good guy won the race. Crazy stuff. I'm very happy for Connor Zillage. Very happy for him. The CW with another great stream, or a great broadcast. The cameras were just in really good places. Good insight. I like their commentary booth. So, a lot of good stuff. It's a shame that it happened to be on the same time as the LSU game. Anytime there's a conflict like that, LSU's going to get my attention. Yeah, we're about to wrap up here. See if anyone's posted anything on the Twitter. Allegedly, tomorrow we're going to get NASCAR 25 gameplay. So keep your eye out for that if you're excited for NASCAR 25. We might just get something. I got to show you guys this. William Sawalich. If you guys haven't seen this clip, go find it. Car hits roundabout. He flies, and I believe he flies into a building. This has actually happened a few times. This is not a one-time deal. Benedetto. Mike Helton. Good man. I show speed and Carson Hocevar. Crazy. Connor Zillage is burning it down right now. All right, guys, we're going to be live tomorrow. Not same time. We'll be live probably around 5, maybe a little after. So look for us right around green flag. And we may get some streams in maybe later tonight, maybe early tomorrow. We'll see. Not sure about that yet, but looking forward to it. Hopefully it's a good race at Darlington. First race of the playoffs, yeah. So we'll see how that goes. Thank you guys for tuning in. That'll do it for us. Hope you guys